Hi, it's Barry here. In this video, I want to cover something really important when it comes to working with clients, particularly if you're working on achieving things, like for example, sports or weight loss or something like that, where you've got something in your future. Because I want you to just stop and think. Have you ever set a goal for yourself, only to find that the more you fantasize about achieving it, the less motivated you become? It turns out that idealized positive fantasies, those mental images of reaching the end goal, may not be effective as we once thought. Several research studies have shown that when it comes to motivation and success, process imagery trumps end goal imagery every time. So let's explore some of these studies and understand why focusing on the journey rather than the destination can lead to better outcomes. And this is really important for us when we're planning sessions. In a study conducted by Kappas and Oettingen, participants with idealized positive fantasies experienced a decrease in motivation and energy towards achieving those goals. When you convince yourself that you've already achieved your goal, you may unintentionally relax and lose the drive to take action. In another study by Oettingen and Mayer, what they found was visualizing the end goal alone may not be enough to succeed. In a study with college graduates, those who visualized how and where they would apply for their dream job were more likely to achieve it than those who simply fantasized about having the job. Realistic fantasies that involve the process of reaching the goal are associated with greater success and motivation. In another study by Klesse et al., sometimes idealized positive imagery can even have negative consequences. When women in a weight loss program had a picture of a skinny model on their weight loss diary, they actually gained weight compared to those who had a picture of a neutral figure. Visualizing ideal positives often leads to unexpected negatives. In another study by Oettingen and Mayer, what they found was that young adults with idealistic positive fantasies of perfect happiness were less likely to form meaningful relationships than those with more realistic fantasies. By focusing solely on an idealized outcome, we may miss the opportunity and growth that come from the process of building relationships. Now, in another study by Taylor et al., setting timelines for your goals is crucial for maintaining motivation and staying goal-directed. However, research studies have shown that when you believe your goal has already been achieved, you lose the ability to set a completion date, which can hinder your progress. In another study by Pham and Taylor, in this study with students preparing for exams, those who visualized themselves already achieving high grades studied less and performed worse on exams. On the other hand, those who visualized the process of studying, including when, where, and how they intended to study, prepared better, studied more, scored higher grades, and experienced less stress. In another study by Oettingen and Wadden, obese women in a weight loss or weight reduction program who had more positive fantasies about their behavior in food-related scenarios actually lost 26 pounds less on average than those with negative fantasies. It seems that positive fantasies can also create a false sense of accomplishment, leading to complacency and hindered progress. In another study by Oettingen, what they found was that even in matters of the heart, positive fantasies can have unintended consequences. Students with a serious crush who indulged in positive fantasies were less likely to take action or make overtures towards building a relationship 5 months later. In a final study by Oettingen, what they found was, which was really, to my point, really interesting. Finally, senior students who frequently fantasized about their dream job after graduation had submitted fewer job applications, received fewer job offers, and ended up with smaller salaries 2 years later. Idealized positive fantasies can undermine the drive and motivation to actively pursue career opportunities. So instead of getting the clients to solely focus on the end goal, it's important to shift our attention to have them focus on the process, the steps they need to take, the effort they need to put in, and the timeline they need to follow. By visualizing the process, they can maintain their motivation, stay goal-directed, and increase their chances of success. And of course, this flies in the face of some of the stuff that's been taught by these law of attraction people, that they create dream boards. These things don't work. This is the reality. So remember, when it comes to achieving your goals or the goals of your clients, the journey matters just as much as the destination.